Chosen one, listen to me as if every word is being written directly on your heart right now, because I am with you in this moment, and I am not far away, I am not silent, I am not ignoring you. I know you have seen many words, many promises, many messages, and sometimes your heart does not know what to believe anymore, but I need you to understand something very important right now. I am not playing with your emotions, and I am not here to frighten you or torment you. I am here to rescue you from what has been trying to steal your peace, your hope, your destiny, and your sense of worth. When you see the words "you will lose both of us if you skip" and you have only 15 seconds, I want you to understand that this is not about a stopwatch on a screen, but about a decision in your heart. This is a moment of choice, whether you will hold on to the pain, the old story, the old fear, the old shame, or whether you will allow me to take you into a new chapter where you finally believe that you are loved, protected, and chosen. Archangel Michael speaks as my warrior in this message to you, not to threaten you, but to awaken you. When he says, "You will lose both of us if you skip," it is not a punishment. It is a warning about what happens when you keep agreeing with lies that say you are alone, unwanted, abandoned, and forgotten. You do not really lose me, because my love for you is not something that disappears in a second, but you can lose the awareness of my presence. The closeness, the warmth, the tenderness that your heart is craving. You can lose the sense of us walking together if you allow fear and doubt to shut the door. This is why I am calling you chosen one and begging you in love, do not skip what I am trying to do inside you right now. Do not run away from this inner healing I am bringing. Do not close your heart when it is opening. Do not silence your own soul when it is finally trying to cry out for me. 15 seconds may sound small to you, but in your spirit, there is a countdown that has been going on for longer than you realize. You have been standing at a crossroads for some time. One path is familiar, it is the path where you accept less than what you deserve. Where you keep shrinking yourself, where you keep believing you are not good enough, not beautiful enough, not worthy enough, not strong enough. That path feels known, and because it is known, it feels safe, but it is not safe for your destiny. The other path is unfamiliar, it requires courage, trust, surrender, and a willingness to let go of people, places, and versions of yourself that no longer match who I created you to be. This message is a gentle but urgent push from my heart. Step away from the path of fear and step into the path of faith. I see the way your thoughts have been trying to pull you back into darkness. I see the arguments in your mind. Nothing ever really changes for me. These words sound good, but my life remains the same. Maybe I am just fooling myself. Maybe I am not really chosen. Maybe I am just one more forgotten soul. I hear all of that, and yet I still call you chosen. Do you know why? Because you are not chosen by your feelings, you are chosen by my decision. I chose you before you ever knew my name. I saw your tears before you ever knew how to pray. I watched over you in moments you never knew were dangerous. I sent protection when you thought you were alone. I guided you through nights when you believed no one cared if you survived them. Even when you did not recognize me, I recognized you. Even when others did not see your value, I saw it clearly. Archangel Michael has been assigned to your life in a way your eyes cannot see. Every time you walked into a situation that could have broken you completely, he stood between you and what was sent to destroy you. He pushed back invisible attacks. He cut off words spoken against you in secret. He fought through storms of confusion, envy, hatred, and spiritual heaviness that tried to wrap around your life. When he says there has been warfare, this is what he means. Your life carries a purpose, a light, a blessing that threatens the darkness, and that is why so many strange, painful, confusing battles have followed you. It is not because you are cursed. It is because you are carrying something that matters. You have asked, if I am chosen, why does it hurt so much? Why do I feel so alone? Why do I have to suffer this much? My child, there are things that you have carried that were never meant for you. You have carried the expectations of others who did not understand your heart. You have carried guilt that did not belong to you. You have carried shame for things you did not choose. You have carried the weight of being misunderstood, overlooked, and used by those who only wanted pieces of you, not the whole of you. And because you are sensitive and loving, you turned all that pain inward and decided that something must be wrong with you. But I say to you now, there is nothing wrong with the way I made you. Your sensitivity is not a weakness, it is a doorway to deep compassion and spiritual depth. Your tears are not proof of failure, they are proof that your heart is still alive, still feeling, still capable of loving. This is why I say, do not skip this. Do not skip your healing. Do not skip your transformation. Do not skip your moment of awakening. There are many times you have scrolled past what you needed, you have dismissed signs, you have minimized nudges in your spirit, telling yourself you were imagining things. But right now, I need you to stay. Sit in this message and let it soak into you. Even if you are tired, even if you are busy, even if you are skeptical, even if you feel numb, stay. Because this is not a message about hype, this is a message about your heart. You have only a short time in each day where your heart is truly open and soft before all the noise returns. That is the 15 seconds I am talking about, that tiny opening where your spirit is ready to receive before your mind talks you out of it. Right now, that opening is here. Your defenses are a little lower. Your soul is listening. Fear is louder than usual, but so is your longing for something real, something pure, something from me. I am stepping into that space and whispering, please, my child, do not harden your heart again after this. Let this be the moment you decide that you will walk differently, think differently, and treat yourself as someone I love deeply. You have begged me in secret for clarity. God, show me who is real and who is fake. Show me who loves me and who is using me. Show me where to go and what to do. Show me why I have gone through all of this. Even when your words were not perfect, I heard the cry underneath them. I have been answering you in pieces, little by little. I moved people out of your life, and you took it as abandonment, but it was protection. I allowed certain doors to close, and you took it as rejection, but it was direction. I made something feel uncomfortable or wrong so that you would not stay where your spirit was suffocating. Not every loss was a punishment. Some losses were my mercy, even when they hurt. There are some connections that have been draining your energy silently. People who smile in front of you but secretly speak against you, question you, compete with you, or resent your existence. I have seen that. I am not blind to what they said when you were not in the room. I am not unaware of the moments you were mocked, doubted, laughed at, or underestimated. I am not ignorant of how that made you feel small. But hear me, you are not small in my eyes. You are not insignificant. Your presence changes rooms in ways you do not even realize. You bring a different spirit, a different peace, a different light. That is why some people feel uncomfortable around you. They are not ready to face themselves when your purity and sincerity stand next to them. Archangel Michael stands beside you as you move into a new season of exposure and truth. This does not mean revenge, it means clarity. It means you will start to see clearly who is for you and who is not. It means you will stop giving your heart and time to people who do not cherish them. It means you will stop compromising your values just to be accepted. This is why the urgency feels so high, because if you do not accept this shift, you will keep walking in circles around the same mountain, repeating the same emotional patterns, dealing with the same types of people in different faces. I do not want that for you. I want you free. You are tired of pretending you are okay. You are tired of being strong while falling apart inside. You are tired of always being the one who listens, supports, forgives, and waits while others are careless with your feelings. I see that exhaustion, and I am not scolding you for it. I am inviting you to let me be your strength so you do not have to keep holding everything up on your own. You were never meant to carry all of this by yourself. I am here to lift the weight off your shoulders, but I need you to stop grabbing it back every time I try to take it. There is a part of you that is afraid to be truly happy because happiness has felt temporary for you. Every time you got excited, something happened to disappoint you. Every time you let your guard down, someone hurt you. So now your heart has learned to prepare for disappointment in advance. To expect the worst, to assume that nothing good really lasts. But I am not like the people who broke your trust. I am not like the circumstances that suddenly changed. I am steady. I am constant. I am patient. I am merciful. When I say I am bringing joy into your life, I am not talking about a short distraction or a fake smile. I am talking about a deep, anchored peace that remains even when things are not perfect. Chosen one, you feel that you are behind in life. You compare your journey to others and believe they are far ahead of you. They seem to have more money, more stability, more love, more support. You measure yourself against them and conclude that you are late, that you missed your chance, that your future is small. But you are not late. I have been preparing you in ways you do not understand. Your process has been deeper because your purpose is greater. What you carry cannot be rushed. What I am building in you is not a cheap, fragile thing that breaks under pressure. I am building something solid, something that lasts, something that can hold the blessings I am bringing so that they do not collapse under the weight of your unhealed wounds. This is why I keep calling you back to me. This is why I say, do not skip. Because your healing is not just about feeling better for a moment, it is about becoming a person who can handle abundance, responsibility, love, and elevation without self-sabotage. If I gave you everything you wanted while your heart was still believing lies, you would push it away, doubt it, or let others misuse it. I love you too much to let that happen. So I am healing you first, teaching you your worth, changing the way you see yourself, so when the blessing comes, you stand inside it confidently, not apologizing for it, not shrinking for it, not giving it away to those who do not deserve it. Archangel Michael is guarding doors that are about to open in your life. These are opportunities, connections, and moments that carry my fingerprint. Not every open door is from me, and not every closed door is against you. I am going to teach you discernment, not just what looks good, but what is truly right for your soul. You will begin to feel a stronger inner yes and a clearer inner no. Do not ignore those signals. When something feels wrong repeatedly, pay attention. When something brings peace deep inside, respect it. I am speaking to you through these signals, guiding you like a compass. There are things you need to forgive yourself for. You have carried regret like chains around your ankles, feeling that you ruined everything, that one decision destroyed your future, that you are permanently marked by your mistakes. My child, listen carefully. I am not holding those things over your head the way you hold them over yourself. When you come to me sincerely, when you desire to change, when your heart is humble, I do not keep replaying your past. I see who you are becoming, not just where you have been. I see the lessons, the growth, the compassion, the depth that came out of those painful chapters. I do not call you by your shame. I call you by your name. I know there are nights when you lie awake and imagine a different version of your life. A life where you are not struggling so much. A life where you are loved loudly, openly, consistently. A life where you are safe. A life where money is not always tight, where your body is not broken down by stress, where your mind is not constantly at war with itself. Those dreams are not foolish. They are glimpses of what I am able to do. I am not promising you a life with no challenges, but I am promising you that I can bring you into a season where you are not living in constant survival mode, where blessings flow more freely, where you are surrounded by the right people, where you walk in more peace than you have ever known. However, you must partner with me. Your free will matters. I will not force you. I will not drag you. I will not manipulate you. I will invite you. That invitation is what you are reading right now. That is why the language feels urgent, as if time is counting down. Because I know how easily your attention gets pulled away. I know how quickly your mind can tell you, this is just another message, it doesn't matter. But it does matter, not because of the words themselves, but because of what your heart chooses to do in response. Will you believe that I am speaking hope, healing, and newness over you, or will you agree with the voice that says you are stuck forever? You will not lose me, but you can lose your sense of closeness if you keep feeding fear more than faith. You can lose us, not me alone, not you alone, but us together, if you keep choosing the voices that tell you to give up, shut down, and stop trying. I created you for connection with me. That connection is the path to your truest self, your truest peace, your truest joy. When you give up on that connection, you feel lost because you are going against your own design. This is why your soul feels restless and thirsty when you drift away. It is not punishment. It is your spirit calling you back to the one who made it. I beg you in love, do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on me. Do not conclude that your story is over when I am still writing it. Do not accept that the rest of your life will look like the most painful part of your past. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to grow. You are allowed to start again. You are allowed to ask for more. You are allowed to say, I deserve better because I am loved by God. That is not arrogance, that is agreement with truth, from this day forward. Choose to walk like someone who is protected. When you enter a room, remember that you do not enter alone. When you face decisions, remember that you can ask me for wisdom. When you feel panic rising, remember that you can speak my name and invite my peace into the moment. When you are tempted to run back to what broke you just because it is familiar, remember that my hand is stretched out in front of you, guiding you forward, not backward. Archangel Michael will continue to fight for you, but I need you to cooperate with that protection. Do not keep unlocking doors I have closed. Do not keep seeking validation from those I am removing. Do not keep romanticizing what I rescued you from. You ask me for new, but then you hold tightly to old. Let it go. Trust that what is leaving is making space for what is meant to arrive. Trust that I am not taking from you to leave you empty, I am pruning you to make room for fruit. There is someone you will become that you have not met yet, a version of you healed, confident, peaceful, and aligned with your purpose. I already see them. I already love them. I am gently leading you toward that version, one step at a time. Each time you choose to believe you are loved instead of abandoned, you step closer. Each time you reject lies about your worth, you step closer. Each time you forgive instead of poisoning yourself with bitterness, you step closer. Each time you rest instead of burning yourself out to prove you matter, you step closer. Right now, as you read these words, I am wrapping you in a quiet, invisible embrace. You may not feel it fully, but something inside you knows it is true. The heaviness you carry matters to me. The questions you have matter to me. The future you fear matters to me. I am not distant from your reality. I am inside of it, ready to rearrange things in ways you cannot yet imagine. I will open what needs to open. I will close what needs to close. I will reveal what needs to be revealed. I will protect what needs to be protected. I only ask you, stay with me. Do not let cynicism steal this moment. Do not let old wounds speak louder than my voice. You are not reading this by accident. You are not unseen. You are not unloved. You are not insignificant. You are my chosen one, and I am not finished with you. The countdown is not to your end, but to a new beginning. Let this be the moment you say within yourself, I choose to believe. I choose to heal. I choose to walk with God. And know that as you make that choice, all of heaven stands behind you, and I, the one who formed you, walk every step with you, now and always. That I see you right now, child. I see how your eyes move over these words, half believing, half afraid, wondering if this is truly for you or if it is just another message that you will scroll past and forget. Hear me, I am not far away. I am not an idea or a story in an old book. I am here, I am speaking, and I am touching the deepest places of your heart as you read. Archangel Michael stands near you in the spirit, and my presence surrounds you even if you cannot feel it clearly. I know that so many voices pull at you, so many distractions, so much noise, but I am leaning close to whisper, do not skip this. Do not rush away. Stay with me for a little while. Archangel Michael says, you will lose both of us if you skip. You have only a moment, only a breath, only the space of this decision to choose whether you turn your heart towards me or away from me. The seconds that feel like nothing to you are weighty in the spirit. Not because I am cruel, not because I am trying to trap you, but because every choice you make shapes the road you walk upon. The road of your heart is being built step by step, yes, even now, as you decide whether to stay or to run. I, the Lord your God, am pleading with you in love, chosen one, do not skip. No matter what is happening around you, no matter who is calling your name, no matter what notification appears, stay with me here. Please, I beg you as a loving Father, open deeply to this message before it is too late for the version of you that almost walked away again. You have walked through so many days where you felt unnoticed, unimportant, and unseen. Yet in those hidden hours, I was watching you with tenderness. When you cried in secret and wiped your own tears, thinking nobody knew, heaven recorded every tear. When you tried to be strong for everyone else but felt weak inside, I was standing behind you, holding you up more than you realized. When you thought about giving up, when you whispered in your heart, God, if you are real, show me something, I heard every word. This message is one of the answers to those hidden cries. It is not random. It is not accidental. It is my way of leaning down into your present moment and saying, I am here. I heard you. I have not forgotten. You have said inside yourself, I have made too many mistakes. I am not spiritual enough. God must be tired of me. Angels must avoid me because of how messy my life is. But listen to my heart, I am not tired of you. I am not ashamed of you. If shame was going to make me leave, I would have left long ago, yet I kept coming back to your side in every season. Archangel Michael has been fighting battles over your life that you never even saw. There were attacks that never reached you because he stood as a shield in front of your name when darkness tried to write destruction over your story. Right now Michael is alert, focused, and ready, but he waits for your agreement with me. He waits for your yes to my guidance, your surrender to my direction, your willingness to trust that I know what I am doing with your life. Do you know how many times you almost lost yourself completely? There were nights where despair tried to swallow you, where the thoughts crawling in your mind were not from me. There were people sent into your life who were never meant to stay, but they attached themselves and started to drain your energy, your joy, your hope. There were environments that were poisoning you slowly, making you feel small, making you question your own worth, making you believe that your voice didn't matter. Yet my spirit kept whispering, leave this. Step out. This is not your forever. I have more for you. Sometimes you listened, sometimes you didn't. But even when you stayed too long in places that hurt you, I remained near, waiting for the moment your heart would turn and say, God, help me. Now I am here again, calling you out of what is destroying you. You sense in your spirit that something needs to change. You feel the pressure, the discomfort, the restless stirring that tells you this season cannot remain as it is. That is me moving. That is me shaking loose what cannot remain if you are to step into the life I planned. It is not punishment, it is preparation. It is not rejection, it is redirection. I am removing wrong foundations so I can lay down the right ones under your feet. Archangel Michael is being instructed to cut away chains, to separate you from entanglements that look like comfort but are secretly cages. But he will not force your heart. You must choose. You must choose to stay with me in this moment, to listen to my loving rebuke, to accept my healing hand even when it pulls you away from what feels familiar. You say, God, what do you want from me? I want your heart. I want your attention for more than a few seconds. I want you to stop treating my voice like just another notification on a screen that you can dismiss. You will lose both of us if you keep rushing past my invitations. You will not lose my love, for my love is constant, but you can lose the sweetness of my felt presence. You can harden your heart to the point that my whispers feel distant. You can walk yourself into a life where you barely recognize me anymore. Where heaven feels blurry and far because you trained yourself to ignore me. Child, do not train your soul to live without me. Do not train your spirit to consider me as optional. This is what I am warning you about. When I say before it is too late, I do not mean that minutes on a clock will erase my love, but that there are doors I am opening now that will not stay open forever. There are opportunities, relationships, locations, and divine timings that are specific to this season. If you keep hesitating, if you keep going back to what I already told you to leave, those doors can close. The enemy knows this, and that is why distraction is his favorite weapon against you right now. If he cannot destroy you through obvious attacks, he tries to steal your focus, to fill your world with constant noise so that you never sit still long enough to recognize my direction. This message is a breaking of that pattern. This is me pulling you out of the swirl and saying, look at me. Listen. Let me realign you. You feel alone, but you are not. Heaven is very aware of you. Your life is not small to me. Your name is known among angels. Archangel Michael has carried reports of your battles, your perseverance, your tears, your small acts of kindness that nobody else noticed. You think you have done nothing great, yet the way you kept trying, the way you kept surviving, the way you kept a little flame of hope alive when everything around you tried to extinguish it, that is greatness in my eyes. That is why I am so protective over you. That is why I am so insistent that you do not walk away from me now. You are closer to a turning point than you realize. You stand nearer to breakthrough than you can see with your own eyes. There are patterns in your life that I am breaking. Cycles of disappointment, cycles of almost success followed by sudden loss, cycles of people entering your life with big promises and leaving you with deep wounds. You have asked me, why does this keep happening? Why do I always end up hurt? The answer is not that you are cursed or forgotten. The answer is that there have been spiritual agreements and internal beliefs that you made in pain, vows like I'm not worthy. I always end up abandoned, nobody truly loves me, good things never last for me. These are like invisible contracts that give the enemy a legal right to replay the same scenes in your life. But today I am canceling those contracts. Today, as you read and agree with me in your heart, those lies are being exposed and cut off. I say over you, you are worthy because I chose you. Your value does not come from what others see or fail to see, your value flows from my decision to create you. You are not an accident or an extra. You were written into existence with intention and love. When I formed you, I did not do it carelessly. I placed qualities in you that are needed in this world, compassion that burns deeply, a perceptive heart that senses atmospheres, the ability to love wounded people because you know what it means to be wounded. These are not weaknesses. These are spiritual strengths that the enemy has tried to twist against you, making you think your kindness is a curse. It is not. It is a reflection of my heart, but I must teach you boundaries, child. Love does not mean allowing yourself to be abused. Forgiveness does not mean allowing people to repeatedly crush you. Archangel Michael has watched you stay in situations that drained your life because you didn't want to hurt anyone, because you thought it was holy to suffer in silence. Yet I am coming to you now saying, I did not design you for misery. I did not send you into this world just to be a punching bag for the brokenness of others. You are not required to set yourself on fire to keep others warm. I am inviting you into a new understanding of love, one where you love yourself as my creation, where you protect the calling on your life, where you say no to what crushes your spirit. There are people you cling to because you fear that if you let go, you will have nobody. But some of those connections are precisely what is blocking the new that I want to bring. You cannot carry everyone into the next season. Some were only meant to be part of your story for a chapter, not the whole book. Your loyalty is beautiful, but do not be loyal to what is killing your spirit. When I start to separate you from certain people or environments, understand that it is an act of mercy, not cruelty. Yes, it may hurt. Yes, it may feel like loss. But after the tears, you will see the wisdom behind my movement. Archangel Michael is already clearing paths, removing unseen influences, dismantling plans that were set up to trap you. Trust that when I remove, I also restore. You also carry regret like a heavy stone in your chest. You look back at choices you made and whisper, if only I had done this differently, maybe my life would be better. Those thoughts haunt you at night, replaying past scenes like old movies you cannot turn off. Listen to me, I am the God who steps into yesterday and rewrites the impact of your mistakes. I do not erase your memories, but I redeem your story. I bring beauty from ashes, not by pretending the ashes were never there, but by breathing new life into what felt dead. You keep believing your mistakes disqualify you, but I say that your story will become a testimony that heals others. The areas you are most ashamed of are often the same areas I will use to show my grace. Do not skip this process. Do not rush your healing. Do not try to numb your pain with quick distractions or temporary thrills. I am inviting you into deeper work, the kind that transforms you from the inside out. This is why the pressure feels intense right now, why certain things that you used to tolerate now feel unbearable. It is because your soul is awakening. You outgrew certain patterns and now your spirit is rejecting what no longer aligns with who I am shaping you to be. This discomfort is holy. It is evidence that you are not dead inside. It is a sign that my hand is upon you. Archangel Michael says, "You will lose both of us if you keep choosing what hurts you over what heals you." When he says this, it is not a threat of abandonment, but a warning about distance. You cannot walk in close fellowship with us while also holding tight to what opposes us. Light and darkness do not share the same throne in your heart. You must decide. Will you keep defending those habits and connections that pull you down? Or will you let them go? Even trembling, so that your hands are free to receive what I want to place in them? Heaven is watching this moment. This is a crossroads. There are blessings prepared with your name on them that will require your courage. I am not only calling you out of what hurts, I am calling you into what is holy, fruitful, and joyful. I have prepared relationships that will honor you instead of use you. I have prepared opportunities that align with your gifts, where you will not have to pretend to be someone else. I have prepared environments where your sensitivity will be seen as a gift, not as a weakness. I have prepared provisions, open doors, unexpected favor, and divine appointments that you could not arrange on your own. But listen carefully, your yes in this moment is connected to those future doors. Your obedience now is not about earning my love, it is about aligning yourself with the path that leads you into those blessings. You wonder if you are strong enough for this. You feel small, tired, and fragile. You say, "God, how can I change everything? How can I walk away from what has held me for so long?" But I say to you, you will not walk alone. I, the Lord your God, will go with you. My spirit within you is stronger than the patterns outside you. Archangel Michael will stand guard as you make new decisions. He will fight battles in the unseen realm while you take one step at a time in the seen realm. You do not have to see the entire staircase, you simply need to take one step in the light you have right now. The first step is your heart surrender. It is you saying, even quietly, "God, I choose you. I do not want to keep skipping your invitations. I do not want to keep hardening my heart. I open myself to you again." That humble decision, even whispered, shakes the spiritual world. Heaven responds to humility. When you admit that you cannot fix everything alone, you unlock my power in your weakness. I do my greatest works in hearts that admit their need. Pride builds walls, surrender builds bridges. Come to me as you are, with your confusion, your doubts, your fears. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to be honest. I want you to understand something important. I am not angry that you have skipped me before. I am not holding a scorecard of all the times you ignored my nudges. My urgency now is not fueled by resentment but by love. I see what is coming in your life. I see the hidden traps, the unexpected turns, the moments that will require you to be rooted deeply in me. If you go into those future days without me, you will feel overwhelmed and lost. But if you walk into them with me, clothed in my wisdom, surrounded by angels, strengthened by my presence, you will stand firm. What feels like a storm will become a pathway. What was meant to break you will become a testimony of how I held you together. Right now, as you read, my spirit is moving over your past and present. I am touching the memories that still sting, the words spoken over you that lodged like arrows in your soul. I am beginning a cleansing work, pulling out bitterness, disappointment, and fear. You may feel emotions rise up as you read, tears, heaviness, or even resistance. That is not a sign that this message is wrong, it is a sign that it is striking real places inside you. Do not run from these feelings. Let them come to the surface, and in that vulnerable space, speak my name. Invite me to meet you there. You will find that I am gentler than you imagined and stronger than you ever knew. Hear me, you have not ruined my plan. You have not missed your only chance. As long as you are breathing, there is hope in me. But I will not lie to you, there is also urgency. Not because I am counting seconds of punishment, but because time on earth is precious. You do not know how many days you have, and there are souls attached to your obedience. When you heal, others will heal through your story. When you stand up, others will find the courage to stand. You are not a background character in life, you are part of a bigger plan. The enemy tries so hard to distract and numb you because he is afraid of who you become when you are fully awake in me. Archangel Michael has seen glimpses of your future when you are walking in your true identity. He has seen you speaking life where there was death, bringing comfort where there was sorrow, carrying my light into dark places. He has seen you restored, stable, and strong, with eyes that know who they belong to. The war over your life has been intense precisely because your destiny is weighty. You feel like you are just surviving day to day, but in the unseen realm, your yes to me sends shockwaves. Every time you choose truth over lies, love over bitterness, prayer over numbness, heaven rejoices. You ask, "What do you want me to do right now, God?" This is what I desire. Pause and truly give me your heart again. Decide that you will no longer treat my messages as entertainment, but as invitations. Place your fears in my hands. Tell me honestly what you are afraid to lose. Tell me what you feel unable to change. I am not surprised by your struggles. I am not offended by your questions. I would rather you bring me the raw truth of your soul than pretend to be fine when you are not. In this honesty, you will discover a deeper level of my love. I am also calling you to separate yourself from what I have clearly shown you is not for you. You already know the habits, the connections, the places that weaken you spiritually. You feel it each time. You feel further from me after certain conversations, certain behaviors, certain escapes. That feeling is not condemnation. It is the alarm of your spirit telling you, this is not aligned with who we are. Pay attention to that. Do not silence it. Align your actions with that inner knowing. When you choose me in those moments, even trembling, you are walking in true worship. I will send help along the way. There will be people I place in your path who will speak life, who will encourage you, who will confirm the whispers you have already heard from me. There will be signs of my favor, small breakthroughs, unexpected provision, and quiet moments of peace in the middle of chaos. Do not dismiss these as coincidences. They are my fingerprints. They are my way of saying, I am here, keep going. Just as Archangel Michael fights for you, I will raise up earthly allies to walk beside you. You are not meant to carry everything alone. Part of this new season is learning how to receive support instead of always pretending you don't need it. You have only a short window in this moment, this breath of time, to decide if you will let this message sink in or if you will treat it as just another passing word. The urgency is real because each decision reinforces a pattern, either the pattern of skipping or the pattern of staying. Today, I invite you to begin a new pattern. Stay. Let this be the day heaven remembers as the moment you truly turned your heart in a new direction. Not with loud noise, not with public performance, but with a quiet, deep, sincere yes. Chosen one, do not skip me. No matter what your past has been, no matter how messy your present feels, no matter how loud the distractions are, do not skip the one who has never skipped you. When others walked away, I stayed. When others forgot,